going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Yale Chronicles. Ryan Gosker, your host. As always, day 48 coming at you. This is our last week, beginning the last week, the swan song, the farewell tour, the adios, see you later, the whole 9 yards. So it's gonna be an emotional week. I'm not gonna lie. I've built some seriously strong relationships here that I think are gonna last me for a long time. But that doesn't mean seeing them go this week is going to be any easier. I'm going to miss so much about this internship, just the opportunity it has given me, and the road that it can take me down, and the paths that it has opened up for me and for my career. I couldn't imagine it working out any better than it has, and I think I've done a good job of just putting my head down and working as hard as I can. And even in those moments where I'm an idiot or I make a huge mistake, I'm still hustling, still going, and I've been hustling, the whole time. So it really hasn't dipped yet. Connor, man, my guy Connor, he leaves on Wednesday. I'm driving him to the airport. You want to talk about a swan song? That's going to be, oh, man, I'm going to miss that guy. He's my roommate now at this point after his lease ran up at the end of July. And I'm going to miss that kid more than I think a lot of people know. So, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough week. Just in terms of that, I think physically should be a pretty easy week. I think football's got light lifts. They got air conditioning tests tomorrow and Friday. So, yeah, that's about it. We'll be back tomorrow for day 49, where I think we're going to tackle some of my successes from this internship. We're going to talk more about that tomorrow. So join us tomorrow for day 49. Day 49, another episode of the Yale Chronicles coming right at you. Day 49, Connor's last day. Man, this emotional roller coaster ain't fun, man. I'm driving up to the airport tomorrow, so I get to see him a little more than the rest of the people. But yeah, today's his last day, so that'll be a little tough for all of us. But it should be really easy. Football just has simulator today. If they pass it, well, they have ASI too. But we got really good at that yesterday. So they just have their conditioning test left. If they pass that conditioning test, they get to go home. So most of them will be leaving us today. So it's really a goodbye to a lot of people today. So looking back on yesterday, it was the first time we did ASI in 2 months because we finally have the turf back. Though the campers did ASI yesterday, I thought we did an okay job. I think we'll be much sharper today. So look forward to that. And as I mentioned, it'll just be a day of goodbyes, unfortunately. So
day 50 coming towards the end here. Special edition here early in the morning as I got to take Connor to LaGuardia. So this will be an adventure in and of itself. And then I got to get back to PWG for the lifting competition, which apparently the interns are part of. So that should be a lot of fun. But to recap yesterday really not. I didn't work with a single athlete that was lifting. And then football went through their conditioning test, and I believe only 5 or 6 of them didn't pass. And I think probably 4 of them were injured. So a little bit different situation that they're in. But they all passed, so they can go home. So it was goodbye to a lot of those guys, and I thank them for everything, all the blood, sweat, and tears that they put in this summer to grind and be ready for the fall. So they should explode this fall, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. But yeah, so got to take Connor to the airport, so that's another goodbye we got to say. And then, technically tomorrow and Friday are going to be optional days, but of course we'll have episodes for you. So because I will be there, of course. They tell me optional, and I know it's mandatory. So see y'all tomorrow.
Day 51, Thursday here of our last week. So 2 more days. You can hear the excitement in my voice, but you could also hear a little bit of sad part in my voice. It is very bittersweet. We know we've talked so much about this job and how much it takes a toll on your body and how much it takes a toll on your brain, and you have to fit-fo and you have to run everywhere and you have to make chow for, you have to make 70 cups of chow there's so much that's gone into this, but at the end of the day, the relationships you build with everybody, it makes it really does make it bittersweet. I'll enjoy getting some relaxing time in 2 weeks, but we'll recap yesterday real quick. It started with a quick trip to LaGuardia in the morning, and then back for a lifting competition. But the trip to LaGuardia was to take Connor to the airport, and that was pretty tough in and of itself, just emotionally and mentally. It was definitely different on the ride back. He's been there the whole time, so it's definitely different. And we're all gonna start dropping now. After tomorrow. But so to recap yesterday, the trip to LaGuardia, then back for the lifting competition against the campers, excuse me, and I won my weight class, won the overall thing too, because I lifted the most weight throughout the course of the day. They didn't do back squat, but so we just won't tell anybody that. But set a couple PRs in terms of how much weight I've ever put on the bar. So definitely an exciting day for me. It was really weird. It was the day after TNT, so a little surprised at how well I did. But then I just stayed after, did whatever they needed me to do, edited some clips for you guys, and then got to go home. It was 5 o'clock, and I didn't know what to do with myself. So, but today I think we'll have a few athletes back in the building. We'll stay razor focused, keep hustling, and finish this thing the right way. I always mention that, especially these past couple of weeks, but doing the right thing, being on top of everything, hustling everywhere, running everywhere, being perfect, that's finishing this thing the right way, and that's finishing on Bulldog standard, which is what we expect. So we'll see you tomorrow for the last day 52. I know I'm gonna miss you guys so much. I mentioned my friends here, but I'm gonna miss you guys a ton too. But day 52, this is the last one. It's a little tough for me to do this episode. I'm really gonna miss you guys. I want to thank the entire staff: Coach Newman, Coach Rachel, Coach TJ, Coach Bo, Coach Tofi, Coach Brandon, Coach Mike when he was here, Coach Will when he was here. Everybody. Thank all my intern teammates: Usman, Chris, Owen, Connor, Suze, Emma, Brock, Frank, Steph, Rachel. And if I'm missing anybody, Andy, I got you. You're a little far away, but I got you. And I just want to thank all the athletes for everything that they've done, all the work they've put in. Just want to thank everybody for grinding with me, staying with me the whole time. It's tough. This is a bittersweet moment. It's going to be nice not to work 17-hour days anymore. But this experience taught me, I don't even know if I could tell you what it taught me. I really kind of found myself and I found myself and what I'm all about and who I was. For everybody that doesn't know me, my life journey, you can always reach out to me on Twitter, or on YouTube, whatever, and talk to me about it. But from what I was just 2-3 years ago to what I am now, going back to school for my senior year, it took a lot of dedication, obviously last semester, but it took a lot from Yale too, and Yale really put me back into my place and really kind of helped me harden my shell a little bit, and really go back to that hardworking individual that I was, just a few years ago. So Yale's taught me so much. It's God, I can't even put into words. It's been 77 days, 53 work days, 52 work days, and it's all come down to this, and there's 5 of us left, and I just don't. I'm sorry if you guys don't like this, but it's tough. You really, you spend so much time with these people and learn what they're about and what they love, what they don't love, where you can joke with them, where you can't. You get yelled at by them, you don't get yelled at by them. You get praised by them, you don't get praised by them, and it all just comes to an end. And now I got to go back. Can I honestly say this is the first time I'm not really excited to go back home. You know, and call me cliche. And Coach Newman, I know you'll roll your eyes at this one, but you know, at this point, after 650 hours, we're a family, and that's just the way it is. And you know, you got to say goodbye to your family. And sometimes families, you know, how can you not talk about family when family's all you got? So I'm gonna miss every single individual at this job, and I'm gonna miss you guys, talking to you guys every day, because this shit keeps me sane. And you know, I hope you guys enjoyed every ounce of it. Look for more content as the videos keep rolling in. I keep getting from people, but you know, this was the final episode of the Yale Chronicles, the journey through the life of a strength and conditioning intern at Yale University. I'm Ryan Gosker. Enjoy life, everybody.